Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. First things first, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to my fellow Canadians out there who are watching this video. And before we get into today's video, I have to share something with you guys. I experienced something extremely odd yesterday, which was Tuesday of last week when you guys are watching this. So last night I was laying in my bed scrolling through TikTok waiting for my boyfriend to come home from work, and I have a huge window beside my bed. Like, my entire wall is a window, and something outside of the window caught my eye, and I looked out and there were all of these lights that were like flickering in the sky. And I think at first there were 7 of them. I'm going to insert the video here because I did take 2. And they were all over the sky. It was super weird. And then I took a second video, which I hope has audio, because if it doesn't, you won't be able to see what's going on. Or at least I hope you can try and see what's going on, but if you can't really see it, it's because I accidentally saved the video without audio. But anyway, the second video, the lights are in the sky, and then you can see a plane kind of approaching, and then the lights begin to disappear. So I'm quite confident that I saw a bunch of UFOs, and if they weren't UFOs, then they were something else, and something else was going on in the sky last night, which is very creepy, and I've never experienced anything like that in my life. Like I always say in my videos, I've never seen a cryptid, I've never had an alien encounter. I do have a couple paranormal stories, but that's it. So this really boggled my mind, and I was really excited to share it with you guys because that is the base of my YouTube channel. I don't know if you can see this because I can't see, but what the fuck are all of those lights? They're way up in the sky, and there's so fucking many of them. What the fuck? Are those UFOs? Are we about to get invaded by aliens? And they just keep coming. There was only those ones at first, and now they're spreading all the way over there, but I can't keep going because my building wall is there. What the fuck? But yeah, I'm gonna try and post those videos in here. Please ignore the audio in the first one. I was just blown away at what I was looking at, so I sound a little bit weird. But today we're going to be talking about Halloween urban legends. So I'm wearing another Halloween sweater. I'm gonna stand up so you guys can see this one. So cool, right? I'll have the link to the sweater down below if you guys want to check it out. But with that all being said, let's get right into today's video. So today we're going to be talking about Halloween urban legends, like I already mentioned, and we are going to start with the legend of Stingy Jack. And this was requested, or I guess suggested to me by one of you guys, and I had never heard this story before, so I'm really excited to share it with you guys today. This urban legend is also known as Jack-o'-lantern, as well as Drunk Jack, and this story originated in Ireland. So apparently there are several versions of this story that are told, but I'm just going to be sharing with you guys the one that I came across first thing on the internet, and that is the one I will be relaying to you guys. And again, thank you so much to the person who suggested this because I had never heard of this story before. So this story takes place in Ireland several centuries ago, and at this time there was a man in this town known as Stingy Jack. And like I already mentioned, Stingy Jack was a miserable drunk, and he liked to play tricks on everyone. Any opportunity that he got, he didn't care how old you were, who you were, what your job was. If there was an opportunity for him to play some kind of sick, twisted joke on you, he would. One Halloween night, Jack was going about his regular routine. He went to the pub to get drunk, and that is when he says that he ran into the devil himself. Jack, being the prankster that he was, decided that this would be the perfect opportunity to play a prank on the devil. So he told the devil that he would sell him his soul if he could give him coins for one last drink at the bar. And the devil decided that this was a good deal, and allegedly, according to this legend, he turned himself into coins and thought that Jack was going to give the money to the bartender, and then Jack was going to have his drink and then give his soul to the devil. But what ended up happening is Jack took the coin that was the devil, because the devil turned himself into a coin, and put it in his pocket next to a metal crucifix that he carried around with him for protection. Now, once the coin was next to the crucifix in Jack's pocket, this prevented the devil from turning into himself again. He was stuck like this coin because the crucifix was giving the power of God, which I guess got rid of the power of the devil. Jack used this opportunity to get the devil to agree to not take Jack's soul for 10 years. He said that in 10 years he could come back and he could get Jack's soul, but for now he couldn't take it. And with no other option, the devil agreed, and Jack went on his merry way, with the devil saying that he would come back in 10 years to collect what was due to him from Jack. And sure enough, 10 years later, Jack would run into the devil again. This time he was walking along a secluded road in the middle of the night when he walked right into the devil. The devil again was coming to collect Jack's soul, so Jack told him that he would agree to go, but before he went, he really wanted an apple. He was thinking on his feet, and there was an apple tree right beside the encounter that he was having with the devil, so they were on the road. The apple tree was on the side of the road, and the devil, thinking that there was nothing wrong with this, thinking that he could do one more kind deed for this man, decided to climb into the tree to get Jack an apple. But Jack had a bunch of crucifixes in his pocket, and he put them all over the bottom of the tree, keeping the devil stuck up there getting the apple. So he was stuck now in a tree. This time, however, Jack would make the devil promise that once he passed away, that the devil would completely leave Jack's soul alone. Seeing no other way down from the tree, the devil angrily agreed to this. A couple years later, it is said that Jack drank himself to death, and when he arrived at the gates of heaven, he was told, "Get out of here." Because of the criminal lifestyle that he was living, he couldn't go into heaven, so he decided to go down to hell and see if the devil could let him in or do something for him. But the devil was obviously still angry about what Jack had done to him in the past, so he told him to get out of here, you're not welcome here either. He sent Jack back down to Earth, but where Jack was sent was not Earth as we know it. It was a much darker, colder place. And because of how dark it was, Jack couldn't see where he was going. So he returned again to the devil to beg him to give him something to light the way so that he could see the path that he was walking along. The devil decided to help Jack out a little bit and tossed him an ember straight from the fires of hell. Jack hollowed out a turnip and put this ember in the turnip to light the way for him. Now, this is the legend of a jack-o'-lantern. This is where jack-o'-lantern came from, but at this time in Ireland, they didn't have pumpkins, so they would carve turnips. And I didn't know that. I actually learned that while researching for this legend. Since this time, Jack was doomed and cursed to walk the earth with nothing but a lit-up turnip for the rest of eternity. And that is how the jack-o'-lantern came to be, which I think is so interesting. I never knew that story, and you'd think that that would be something that you'd hear a lot growing up, because jack-o'-lanterns are so popular in the Halloween celebration and stuff, and I had never heard that story ever. I didn't even know it was a thing. So it was really cool to read that for me. But I'm going to share with you guys 2 more legends, and then I'm going to wrap up this video. This next urban legend is going to be on the shorter side, but it is definitely one of the creepier urban legends that goes along with Halloween, so I wanted to share it in today's video anyway, and that is the urban legend of the Cutty Black Sow. The Cutty Black Sow is said to be a demon from Welsh folklore that resembles a black demonic pig. Now, for those of you who didn't know, because I didn't know, a sow is actually a female pig, and those who encounter this creature say that it's bipedal and walks on its hind legs like a human. It is believed that this creature comes out on Halloween, and people believe that lighting bonfires keeps this creature away. Now, when it's coming out to steal your soul. That's what it's looking for when it's coming out. It's looking for victims of people whose soul to steal. It is said that if you're lighting a bonfire to keep this creature away, you have to sit with the bonfire all night and let it burn itself out. So people do that. They have a bonfire and they sit with it all night to keep this creature away. It is also speculated that this creature could be the devil, and this is the form that the devil chose to take to walk the earth on Halloween night. The show Tales from the Dark Side did an episode on the Cutty Black Sow, where in the show a young boy named Jamie witnesses his dying superstitious grandmother instructing him on how to perform a ritual to protect her soul from the demon known as the Cutty Black Sow. This next urban legend is about a house that is said to be somewhere in America, and this house is said to be extremely haunted. So haunted actually that if you make it through the haunted house, you get your money back and some kind of large lump sum of money. The location of where this house is said to be varies from story to story. Some people say that it is in Ohio, some people say that it is in Chicago, and the amount of stories in the building also varies from story to story. Some people say 5, but the common agreement amongst people who have claimed to have been in this house say that it is 13 stories tall. This building is known as the Chimera home, and it is said that inside of this house there are things like zombies, aliens, the undead, zombies, did I already say that? Vampires, demons, anything that you would be absolutely terrified to encounter, you can pretty much find within the walls of this home. It is believed that this story originated in Kansas City, but there is no proof to back that up, and there's actually no proof that this house actually exists. However, every single Halloween, people go out looking for this house, and people also always claim to have gone in it. And to me, this really reminds me of the McKinney Manor situation where you're going through it. It's absolutely terrifying. It's like a torturous house, and then at the end you get a large lump sum of money. I just think that it's so... it could be real, and people just twist it so that it has a little bit more of a creepy feel, you know? I was gonna wrap it up there, but I actually want to throw one more urban legend into today's video. I have a bunch of them that I want to talk about, and there are a few that I'm going to save for separate videos because some of them I want to focus the entire video on one urban legend, but this next one isn't long, so I think that I'm just gonna clump it into here for you. Last one that we are going to include in today's video is known as the 1962 Halloween Massacre. And the image that is on the screen now has been circulating the internet for a long time. However, nobody is quite sure where it came from or how it ended up on the internet. The picture is creepy enough, featuring all of these vintage Halloween costumes, but it is said that the photo was taken at a costume party in 1962, where it is said that the man in the black mask locked the doors from the outside of the party somehow and went on a absolute rampage, planning to murder all of the party guests. The man ended up killing 7 of the guests using a kitchen knife, but escaped and was never caught. His creepy black mask was found in 1969 and is allegedly in the custody of the FBI. Now, I don't know how true any of these are, but I just think that this kind of stuff is very fun to talk about around this time of year, so I wanted to make sure to include a video like this in the month of October. But guys, that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. If you like this video, please go to big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below what you'd like to see in my future videos. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.